much less sensitive than what weapons are being used in a timeline for an attack that's occurring sometime in the future. So it is insulting that they're lying. I mean, Tulsi Gabbard pretending she doesn't know where she was or what phone she was on. You know, they did a scramble before these hearings and all got their acts together and decided what they were going to say. And frankly, the notion that this is not classified is ridiculous. And here's the point I really want to make. Give me a sec. The military that is serving right now and the CIA agents that are in the field, imagine what they feel right now. They are not only watching a double standard in action, because they all know they would be out if they did this. They would be in major trouble, potentially court-martialed. I'll defer to Tom to clarify that if he wants to. And then watching them lie. These are their leaders. These are who they depend on to protect them. So I can't decide which is worse, the lies or the fact they did it in the first place. Because in this instance, the cover-up is got to be so demoralizing to America's intelligence community and the military.
You know, Tom, when I worked for the vice president in the White House, there were many times, actually, I had to make the decision not to lie. And today, I just kept coming back to an instance while we were overseas, and something happened to where that was very serious, where we had to hold our traveling party. We had press with us, lots of, you know, important people. And when it was time to move again, we held folks for like 2 hours. And I was in the back of the vice president, her senior advisors, all these government folks. And I said, well, we have to tell the reporters what happened. And folks in the room said, oh, do we really have to tell them? And I looked at the vice president. I said, well, it's the vice president's choice if she would like to make the traveling press aware of what occurred today, or if she would like for me to tell them something else. And the vice president looked at me and she said, I am not a liar. And I said, I didn't take you to be a liar, ma'am, so we are going to tell the truth. And we went through all the proper channels to tell the truth, but it is a choice to lie on this, Tom. And I just, it is, the words I would like to use are not appropriate for national television. How about that?
You know, it's a choice to lie, and I'm going to cut slack to politicians.